Hey there, I got some early questions from people about the Whole Life Challenge, which officially starts on Saturday. So I wanted to just kind of give you guys a little bit of input beforehand. And over the course of the 6 weeks from when we start on Saturday, I will send you out little short video clips. In addition to what is already in the Whole Life Challenge, there are emails and blog postings and different information that you'll get. But I just wanted to, if you have any concerns that you're not ready and I haven't had time to prep, or that's just normal stuff that people have all the time. And what I want to tell you is that the whole point of this will be my 5th time doing it, and I love it because I found it's one of the only things I've ever done before that it's so simple. So it's not hard to do, but also because it's so simple, it's a little bit hard to do because it keeps you in the game of being fully present in the most critical areas of your health and wellness. So you can go as hard as you want or as easy as you want. It's self-auditing. Nobody knows whether you're telling the truth or not. As all things in life, you know if you're telling the truth. But there's some things that I'll make sure that I send and keep you in the loop. And if you guys have any questions, you can text me. My telephone number is 973-580-7476. That's probably the fastest way to get a quick response from me. You can email me, which you'll have obviously when I email this to you. But texting is probably the fastest way to do that. And I will be back with some videos at least once a week, sometimes maybe twice a week. Kim and I'll do some videos together as well. So here in simple terms, there's 7 habits over the 6 weeks that you're going to work with. And the first one is nutrition. There are 3 plans that they have included in the downloadable plans for what you can eat, like a startup plan, there's like a medium range plan, there's like a more of a performance plan. You can follow that from a nutrition perspective. Or if you're somebody that's already on Weight Watchers, or you're on Isogenics, or you're on XYZ plan, you know whether you're on that plan and you're following it or not. So even though there is something that's included in the Whole Life Challenge program that you can follow, which is perfectly fine and it's great, if you don't want to do that and you have some other plan you want to follow, you know what to do with it, follow it, and then as you'll see, each day you will give yourself a score whether or not, did you actually do what you said. Like if you did everything you knew that you were supposed to do for that plan, you give yourself a 5. If you, did something you kind of wiggled on a little bit, you give yourself a 4. If you did horrible for the entire day, you weren't really rogue, whatever, you might give yourself a 1. So you self-score. And there's a leaderboard there for you to track. The second thing is exercise. Obviously, it would be great if you got more than 10 minutes of exercise a day. But to get a 5 and to rate yourself that's all you have to do is 10 minutes. Even if you decide you're going to go for a 10-minute walk. If you're somebody who's not done anything, 10 minutes of doing that versus not is better than nothing. It's getting you moving and doing something. So you start to pay attention to what you're eating. You start to actually move a little bit. And if you're somebody that wants to exercise more 30 minutes a day, 60 minutes, that's up to you. But the idea is, once again, getting these habits to line up. Mobilization, kind of a fancy word for stretching. I'm not a big stretching fan, and when I did my first couple of Whole Life Challenges, I really sucked at it. I didn't really do the stretching. I was like, I don't like stretching. I don't want to do it. What I've learned is I will actually do either stretching at the gym, I'll do stretching in the morning, or sometimes if I'm just tired, I'll stretch in front of TV. I mean, you can literally stretch in front of TV, or sometimes if you have a foam roller, you can foam roll in front of TV. 10 minutes, that's it. That's all you have to do. Sleep. Sleep's critically important. It's good for you to get your rest and sleep. You set the goal. Like if your goal is to get 6 hours of sleep, 7 hours of sleep, 8 hours of sleep, whatever that is, you set the goal. And then you will score yourself based upon how well you do with getting that amount of sleep that you set the goal. Hydration. Simplest, easiest, most important thing to do on this whole entire program, and it's the one that most people really don't do well, which is they don't drink enough water. And if you did nothing else this entire 6 weeks, but you really got to be somebody that hydrated themselves in the way that you probably need maybe almost 96 ounces a day, depending on your size, that would make a major difference in your metabolism and in how you felt and your skin and everything else. It's so important to hydrate. So that's one of the other habits. And the other piece that we have is number 6 is well-being. Each week there is some type of a lifestyle practice that we do. One week I know there's meditation. Each time there's something a little bit different. One week is like gratitude. It gives you an opportunity to not just be eating better, moving, stretching, drinking water, sleeping better, but really creating something that's a new lifestyle practice. So that's important as well. And last but not least, the one that for a long time I had trouble with was at the end of the day, and it doesn't have to be at the end of the day. I think you have until like noon or the next day, I forget off the top of my head. You enter in a reflection about how you did, something that was a victory, something that was a challenge. You just make sure that you include some mention about what occurred that day. It's really important, and so that's important for you to finish that day. Through the course of the 6 weeks, you get what they call 3 mulligans that you may forget, and if you forget, you can go back and actually, you don't lose that score on that particular piece. So those are the 7 habits, and I will tell you the purpose of this, even though the word challenge is there, and it makes people sometimes feel uncomfortable, it's a challenge for you to see in these 7 simple things, where is it that you seem to be consistently doing well, and where is it that maybe you're consistently not doing so well, so that you get a chance to become more present about general basic things that would help your health and fitness. The idea is this really kind of primes your entire being for being healthy. This is not meant for like some drastic 6 weeks weight loss program. You can lose pounds, and you will most likely if you actually follow through on this during the time that you're going through it. You probably will. Some people lose a lot of weight because they're really like vigilant about it. Some people go on a really strict diet and they really exercise like mad. But this program works for people that are just starting out and want to do some baby steps and just get used to this, to people that are literally like triathletes to do it. So it's up to you. So that's it. I'm also going to include a link. I think it's a link from Andy and Michael that are the founders of the Whole Life Challenge. It's a really great video to watch to get you started. And like I said, if you have any questions or issues before Saturday, please email me, text me, or whatever, and I will make sure that I get yourself answered. So you're set up strong. And then as you go through this, no matter what comes up, don't hide. Look for me to be able to support you. That's what I'm here to do, is really to support you over the next 6 weeks so that we can kind of see where you want to really, take your health and wellness to the next level. So that's it for now, and I'll be back in another video or an email or text, or you never know where I'll be. So, okay, I wish you guys the best.